team that you had down on the mat?
You know, they're a great ball club. When we was up 2-0, we knew that it was going to be hard up there, and we knew that they was going to come back ready to play. And they did, you know, their whole team.
This is the Prudential Halftime Report, brought to you by Prudential, bringing strength and stability to America's families through insurance, healthcare, real estate, and financial services.
Hi, everybody. Hannah Storm back in New York along with the gang, and Dr. J, Peter Vesey, the Czar, Mike Fratello, and an expanded halftime segment here to talk all about the playoffs. Now, earlier today, the Miami Heat defeated the Orlando Magic 91-83 in Game 5 of that series to advance to the Eastern Conference semifinals against the New York Knicks. After the game, Paul Sunderland spoke to Tim Hardaway.
All right, Hannah, at an emptying Miami arena with a Tim Hardaway who's maybe tank is a little bit empty as well. First of all, your thoughts on the series, the Orlando Magic, and having to go the distance against this team that you had down on the mat.
You know, they're a great ball club. When we was up 2-0, we knew that it was going to be hard up there, and we knew that they was going to come back ready to play. And they did, you know, their whole team, you know, just stepped up and played a beautiful ball game in Game 3, Game 4. Even today, they came out and played a hell of a ball game, and you know, we take our hats off to them because they was undermanned and we was full strength, and we still couldn't break through their pressure and their scoring.
Now, with this win behind you, at least this series over, what sort of confidence or lack of that do you take against a New York team that seems to be much improved?
Well, New York, you know, they pressure the ball the same way. So, you know, they get you out and get you on the offensive end, get you rattled, get you doing things that you don't want to do one-on-one, throwing the ball away and this and that. And Orlando did that to us the last three ball games, 2 up there, 1 down here. And so we know about New York's pressure. We can't turn the ball over. If we turn the ball over, we're not a good conversion team. We give people layups, and we have to get back. We can't turn the ball over. We have to get back and make them make some hard shots in the New York series.
All right, Timmy, congratulations on a big win under a lot of pressure, hitting a couple big shots down the stretch. Tim Hardaway here in Miami. Let's send it back to the studio in Hannah Storm.
That's right. He sure did struggle shooting today, just 5 of 20, but those 2 huge shots down the stretch. So it'll be the Knicks and the Heat, and their semifinal begins Wednesday night in Miami. Now, New York's been sitting around for a while waiting for this series to play out, Doc. They've had 8 days off. Conversely, Miami battled in a 5-game series. How does it hurt them?
Well, I'll tell you, you know, they were exposed by Orlando. Orlando made them go to a short rotation, which all but eliminated Ike Austin from that rotation. But the slate is clean now, and they're going into a 7-game series. And I think the real keys for them are for Hardaway, for Sean Leonard, and Dan Marley to step up to the challenge of matching the successful and hot play of New York's guards, Childs, Austin, and Starks.
Let me hold on a second. Let me say something. Some alarms went off in this series for sure as far as Miami was concerned with the closeness down the end. But I don't think Pat Riley could have scripted this thing much better. His team won 61 games during the regular season. They blow out Orlando in the first 2 games. Not a lot of experience. Remember, only Marley and Hardaway really had a lot of experience. They were starting to believe they were pretty darn good, probably thinking about playing in the Eastern Conference Finals and beyond that. This gives Pat Riley a chance to stand up and re-emphasize, send the message once again about what the playoffs are all about and how hard it's going to be to get past New York.
New York has a lot of confidence against this Miami team, and you got to point to that win December 6th down in Miami, Peter.
That's right, because 3 days previously they had gotten blown out at Madison Square Garden by 24 points. Then they were able to regroup somehow. I know everybody in New York was writing that, hey, Knick management had made a mistake by bringing in the guys they did during the offseason, but they did regroup. They manhandled the Heat down in Miami, and from then on, they've had that confidence, as Hannah said, 3 straight wins. The big thing is Patrick Ewing. He dominates Zoe. In those 4 games that they've played, Zoe's been in foul trouble in 3 of them. His points have gone down drastically in that series against Ewing, while Ewing's stay about the same.
Well, you know, in every situation like that, there comes a time in which the student surpasses the teacher. So this might be the series to reveal that breakthrough.
That's right, the 2 buddies from Georgetown. Now, in the other Game 5 today, Atlanta was able to hold off Detroit 84-79. So the Hawks win that series, and then they advance to play the Chicago Bulls. That begins Tuesday night in Chicago. Just moments after the game, Jim Gray spoke with Atlanta's Steve Smith.
Thank you very much, Hannah. I'm now joined by Steve Smith. Steve could not hit a basket the entire day. You were having a bad day from the field. The most difficult shot you attempted, you made that three-pointer. How did you do that?
Well, I saw Ty penetrate. He didn't have a shot. And he looked at me. He threw it over the top. And I got a chance to take a shot. And once I turned and looked, I could see the basket. I just followed through and it went in.
Had you by chance spoken to Rex Chapman last night?
Rex do a little bit better than me. He always shoots those shots. But it was lucky for me. It came in handy today where I can go off to one leg and hit it.
Steve, how about now playing the Bulls? You really don't have much time to celebrate here. I know this city's going crazy right now, but you've got the Bulls coming in right away.
Oh, definitely. We're looking forward to that. I think it's a situation